Hello, and welcome to a word of hope for Friday of the 15th week of Ordinary Time. I'm Father Scott Steinkerchner here in lovely St. Patrick's Church in South Bend, Indiana. A bunch of us are helping out this summer. They're in between pastors, and at the end of the summer, one of my Dominican brothers is going to be pastor here. So we have a lovely gospel today, Jesus getting into it with the Pharisees, as he always does, about the law and mercy. He's going through fields on the Sabbath, and his disciples are plucking the heads of grain and eating some of the grain because they're hungry. And the Pharisees say, no, that's working on the Sabbath. You can't do that. And Jesus points out that the law is actually more flexible than that. But more importantly, he says, if you knew what this meant, I desire mercy, not sacrifice, you would not have condemned these innocent men. He's implying that the Pharisees don't understand it. They don't have mercy. They're all about sacrifice and law. And sacrifice and law are fine, but they don't trump mercy. That's the most important thing. And an interesting thing about mercy, it says these men were innocent. His disciples did nothing wrong because they were just feeding themselves because they were hungry. And feeding the hungry is never wrong. That's an interesting idea. Mercy is mercy to ourselves and to others, saying that what people need is the most important thing. And the law is important. It tells us right from wrong, but we're not to follow it by our interpretation of the letter of the law. It guides our actions, but at some point it needs to be set aside, and the love in our heart needs to take over. And we need to see these people are suffering. What do they need? Whether it's us or others. And giving people what they need, alleviating their suffering, having mercy on them is the most important thing. It's true of how we work in our own actions. It's true of how we should think about governing our country as well. Laws are important, but the most important thing is caring for people who are suffering. And all of our laws, all of our understanding of them should be working towards that. Helping people who are suffering, no matter who they are, friend, enemy, myself, or others. So today, let's be people of mercy to ourselves and to others. That's what God wants from us.